Alright, so I've been getting several requests lately asking me to make a tutorial on how to do the lightsaber. So here we are. The first thing you're gonna need is the Sabre Installer plugin. I'm using Windows. If you're using Apple or Mac, you need to click on that one. If you're using Windows, click download on Windows. Once it's downloaded, extract all. You don't have to put the folder on your desktop, I just did that so it's easier for me to find. Click on Sabre Installer. Run anyway. I agree. Once it's completely installed, hit finish, then open up After Effects. Then you want to search Sabre. If I can spell it. And there it is. So to start animating, you're going to want to add a new solid. Here we go, a new black solid. Drag your Sabre effect onto the black solid. Next, you need to set your composition settings, either transparent or add. If you have it set to add, you're going to want to click this box here. Line it up with your Sabre. Right now it's set on 24, you're going to want to take that down a little bit, just so it just barely outlines the Sabre. Just like that. Now go to Custom Core, start roundness, 0, and then bring that down so it lines up perfectly. Now for the actual animation, it can be a little bit trickier. So we're going to want to click down here. We can't go, it won't work if we select the stopwatch from there. Effects, Sabre, select all of these, Custom Core. You don't have to select these if you don't intend to change the start size. The start size just changes that, or in the end size is the same thing for the other end, but I usually do that. So click that, and start roundness, and end size. Also, I don't use motion blur that often unless the Sabre itself is actually moving, so go to render settings, and motion blur, toggle hold that. Select all of the ones that you want to be using. Hit toggle hold keyframe. Now, whenever you move the frame, motion blur will be following with it. I usually have motion blur off when the camera itself is moving, and sometimes I turn flicker on when it's just standing there. Flicker just makes the Sabre, well, flicker, as you can see there. Now all I have to do is animate the entire scene. This will probably take you, if you're going to do it every single keyframe, a good hour to do 8 seconds of video. But I've already animated this before, so I'm just going to do a little bit and then show you what the final product should look like. And it's pretty much the same thing for blasters, except you have it sideways, and usually I turn motion blur off, and I let blaster stay in for about 3 frames. And when I do blaster, I only have the stopwatch set for these, for core size, core start, and core end. So once you have finished with your scene, if you don't know how to render it, what you need to do is you need to go File, Export, Add to Media Encoder Queue, let that load, and usually it takes it a second to pop up in there. Alright, so there it is. So you're going to want to have it set to H.264, which is the highest quality that this will render in, and then match source, and just name it whatever you want it to be, and then you can render it by hitting this play button right here. And your final product should end up looking something like this. Alright, so hopefully you have found this tutorial helpful, and that's pretty much all I have to say for it today. If there's anything else you need me to go over, then please let me know in the comments. And yeah, goodbye.